akai mu gida haba. Wallahi yankan kun cuce mu, Allah ya mu na sake. Wallahi yankan kun cuce mu, Oga Idris na kallo. Mutanen kan kun cuce mu, waru na mu na gwalo.
This is Lake Chad, and although it may not seem like it, we're on the southern fringe of the Sahara. And on this side is Nigeria, and on this side Chad. But over in Nigeria, only about 30 miles away from where we are now, Boko Haram have taken control of thousands of square miles of territory and a whole string of towns and villages. So many thousands of people have fled their rule, and they've done it by crossing this lake. These refugees have just completed their journey across Lake Chad. For a while, they were actually trapped on an island in the lake. But earlier today, this boat managed to rescue them and bring them here to Bagasola in Chad, where now they'll be registered as refugees and where their journey finally ends.
Wallahi yankan kun cuce mu, Allah ya mu na sake. Wallahi yankan kun cuce mu, Oga Idris na kallo. Mutanen kan kun cuce mu, waru na mu na gwalo.
Why did you leave your village?
Saboda me ka tashi gari kun tashi ka bari garin ka. Abin da ya tayi mana gari, Boko Haram sun kore mu, suna harbin mu muna gudu. Mun shiga ruwa. Yara mata ka ake. Ƙananan yara irin wannan. To mu na kama wannan na dauki wannan na dauki wannan.
At the district hospital, Hassana Mahamadu described her family's flight from the gunmen. In the panic to escape, she arrived without her 5 sons, all of whom were lost in the chaos. Her 8-year-old daughter, Hajara, was shot, forcing her to make the overnight journey across the lake with a bullet lodged in her right arm. Her mother had nothing to treat the wound except her own veil. Hajara's right arm was amputated the day after her arrival. When asked about what had happened to her arm, all she could say is, it was a bullet. At the refugee camp 15 miles from the town of Bagasola, blue and white tents are surrounded by desert sand. The World Food Programme has begun delivering emergency supplies to bewildered refugees in their new surroundings. Aisha Al-Haji Garba was 9 months pregnant when she was forced to make the journey across the lake. She went into labour on board the boat and gave birth an hour after arriving. She named her child Idris Deby after the Chadian president. Nasiru Saidu, who escaped from Dorombaga with his wife and children, recalls the day that Boko Haram launched their attack. And were bullets flying? Were you shot at?
Plenty of blood flying. Myself, I fell down and crawled. If not, I would not even talk with you now. I would be among the bodies that has been killed by Boko Haram.
And you saw some bodies?
A lot of them. Hundreds of bodies on the ground, yes.
And tell me, how did you escape from Dorombaga?
I escaped from Dorombaga by boat because my house is near the lake Chad. It is just a meters. I just carry my wife and my children in a small boat and go away from the town because I know that the thing is too bad. The situation is bad. Yes.
And what has happened to your house, to your possessions, to your business in Dorombaga?
My house and my business all is now out of my education because I don't know what has happened. But I left 2 of my my brother's children there. They meet me here in Kapa and said that my house has been burnt by Boko Haram. All my vehicles has been burnt by them. Yes, I have heard that.
So you've lost everything?
I lost everything.
Okay. Last year, only 3,000 people made the journey across the lake. So far this year, the number is 14,000. With Boko Haram's onslaught continuing unabated, aid workers are now preparing for that number to double.
Allahu ya tacha kamuna